Hey everyone, it's Friday. It's finally Friday. Hit the road a running, let the good times roll. Such a good song. I haven't heard it in a while, and today I heard it and I was like, oh my God, I haven't sang that in a while. So it's finally Friday. You know what that means? I'm on Facebook. And thank you so much, all of you who have put your questions like, hey, Katie, FAQ or question or whatever in the first few lines of your messages. It was amazing. It was so easy, and there are tons of them. But I picked 3 today, and keep the questions coming. Maybe next week I'll get your questions. You got to keep asking. And so, without further ado, because it's finally Friday, we all need to get out and have a good time this weekend. And I straightened my hair today. Kind of. It doesn't really like to straighten. Does anybody else have that problem? I have that problem. Okay, so first question. What is emotional abuse? My mom's husband, I like to say mums because you guys say mums and I think it's cute. My mom's husband calls me names and makes me feel shitty. Is that emotional abuse? And that's a great question. And the short answer is yes, it is. Emotional abuse can be anything where people are yelling at us, they're scaring us, they're calling us names, they're putting us down in front of other people, they're making things hard for us in public situations, like purposefully embarrassing us in front of people, anything like that. And that's not to be limited to. Emotional abuse can be anything that we find really devastating mentally. Really anything. It can be anything like that. From the yelling to the name calling to any sort of thing like that. So yeah, that is emotional abuse, and I would definitely see if you can see someone so that you get somebody to talk to vent about that, or start journaling, doing art, listening to music, anything to get out of the house if you can, and do something good for yourself, because I'm so sorry that that's happening. But yes, that's definitely emotional abuse, and I get that question a lot. So yeah, definitely, and you can Google it, I'm pretty sure, but it's not limited to what I just named off. It's just stuff along those lines. Now, number 2, is it normal to feel dizzy or lightheaded even if you've eaten that day? In the past 2 days, I've eaten before going to work, but I still feel dizzy during work, and so I drink water, but it still doesn't help, and I'm just wondering if this is normal, and if not, what should I do? Since I'm not a physician, I'm not an actual medical doctor, I would encourage you to see a doctor, because there are many things that could be going on. And it all depends on your body type, how much you eat in a regular day. Because just saying you've eaten, I don't know if that means that you've had like what I would call like a snack and I'm hungry right after I eat it and I could eat more, or a full meal, or what we're talking about. But when our body's in recovery and when we're trying to help it heal, even when we're eating properly, even in treatment, that's why I'm saying when we're eating properly, even in treatment, when I've had patients in residential where I know what they've eaten because I've eaten the same thing, they'll still feel dizzy for a while. And that's really just waiting for our body to kind of catch up, because our electrolytes can still be imbalanced, our potassium levels can be a little wonky, we may, some of our organs might not be functioning to their full capacity because we've been low on certain nutrients. And so it can take a while until we feel well and not dizzy and not sick and not whatever and not lethargic. So I would be patient with that, but I would encourage you, please, 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 to see your doctor. And I would just say, you know, I've been feeling really faint and just off and dizzy at work, and it's kind of scary. And I would have them run blood tests so that we know what's going on. So then we know what we need to do. Does that make sense? Because being dizzy or lightheaded isn't necessarily a big concern, but it could be. And we want to make sure we take care of ourselves, right? We want to nip it in the bud before it's potentially a problem. And, 3 months ago, we could have gone and gotten help. So I would definitely call your doctor, okay? And just get a checkup. Now, the third and final question, is there an alternative to journaling when journaling is triggering? Is there anything, all caps, anything else I can do that could help me process through thoughts without having to write them down? And I decided to answer this one because a lot of you are like, I hate it. I can't journal, Katie. Why do you ask me to do that? Is there anything else? And there are a lot of things. Me personally, and something funny that I was telling the girls that came to my meetup, I am a journaler. I used to journal as a little girl, and I journaled like all through high school. So I have years and years of journals. And when I get my hands on those, Mom, I don't know where those are, so if you find them, I need them because I will start reading entries because I think that is pretty hilarious. Because these, when I read them like 2 years ago, I was like, oh my God, these are ridiculous. So I personally love to journal. However, if you don't, I'll give you options of things that my clients have done when they say, I hate journaling. You can vlog, you can do this, what I do. Post it, make a channel, you can tweet me your vlogs and I'll try to catch up and watch them. And that can be a way to vent. You can do any kind of art. I have a client who likes to paint. I have one that does collages. I have another person who does like pottery stuff. She's taken a little pottery class, so she did like her little thumb bowl, and then she was like, they start doing all these different kinds of artsy things. I have another, many patients, almost every one of my patients actually loves music, which I love music, and creating different playlists, and this for, for relaxing, and this for going out, and this for that, and you can put music on depending on your mood. I'm feeling really down, I need to get motivated, and we can create playlists for that. As far as the processing, I think that art is great, music is great for expression, talking to a friend, I'm trying to think of anything else. This is where you can all help one another. Leave your comments below and let us know of other things that you do to help you process through when journaling is just like the last thing you want to do, or it's triggering and it is horrible and hard for you to write it out and see it written. What do we do? So those are just some other ideas. Leave your ideas below to help one another. And it's finally Friday, and I'm going on a date with my husband. Isn't that weird? My husband. But he is. So I'm going on a date with Sean. We're going to Jelena, this restaurant in Abbott Kinney. If any of you are in the LA area, I love Abbott Kinney. And so I'm going to be hanging out over there tonight. So hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye!